Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Martin with Belvoir Auto Spa. This video is like a PC video, not a detailing video. So I'm going to take this Dell Optiplex 5070, which is a Core i5 ninth gen. We're going to convert it into a little budget gaming PC. Now I get these all the time, so my job at the moment is I work in IT, an IT technician. So we get a lot of people that upgrade computers. So I do it commercially, not residential. But we get a lot of people that upgrade computers, and they just want to get rid of their old one. They don't want to sell it. They don't care. They're just like, here, just take it. I'm done with it. I got my business to run. So I take it, and we have a recycle center. Usually, if I find something decent like this, I'll take it home and I'll clean it up, refurbish it, and flip it. So this is a Dell Optiplex 5070, slim form factor. Again, 9th gen i5. So what we're going to do is put 16 gigs of RAM in here, and we're going to put a graphics card in here. We're also going to put a front fan in here, which I pulled out of another one, to give that graphics card some airflow so it doesn't get super hot. And we'll see how it is. So first things first. The graphics card I bought was this Maxsun AMD Radeon RX 550. Pairs perfectly with this CPU, in my opinion. Another reason is because this is a single slot graphics card. You can't go with two slots or anything like that, or anything that requires external power. The power supply in this is like 270 watts or something. And you'll see why you can't fit bigger than a two slot card. So the other options is the RX 6400 that costs about. This cost about $100. I got it on Amazon. Yeah, you can find them used on eBay. You can find cheaper ones on Amazon. The reason I got this is because it has the rear I/O is DisplayPort and HDMI. The cheaper ones I found that are like 70, 80 bucks have DVI and I think DisplayPort, and nobody uses DVI anymore. So I'm gonna keep it somewhat modern. Let's get this opened up. So I already opened it and took a look at it before. Single slot GPU. Here's a little cooler on it. Now, yeah, HDMI, DisplayPort. It comes with both brackets, so you gotta take this bracket off, put this bracket on for a slim form factor. It's just done with these two little screws here, these two screws here. So I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to change that out real quick, and then we'll start getting it built in the computer. Alright, got that changed out, so see, nice and slim now. I also forgot to mention, so yeah, the other cards you can get that are single slot, small form factor. The RX 6400 comes in that, the GTX 1650, which those are, they're selling for around $200, so I wasn't even going to bother. And the Intel Arc A310 Eco. From, I believe, Sapphire is the brand, I think. Anyways, I looked up the specs. 9th gen i5 with an RX 550. This can play any esports title. So, Warzone, PUBG, Fortnite, Apex, all the main ones. This can run that, so this shouldn't be an issue. You can run two monitors on this. At 1080p, mind you. Settings will have to be adjusted. I'm not saying you're going to play the game at max settings, but you should be able to get 60 frames per second on a, adjust the settings accordingly. But yeah, so we're going to get this in there, and let me set this aside. I apologize for my messy workstation. This is also, I'll show you, this is my main area with my computer. So there's my keyboard, that's my PC. Pretty hefty, and then this is my 6-year-old son's PC that I built him. It's an old Dell Inspiron 8th gen i7, and then I put another cooler in there, which didn't quite fit, so I cut the side panel out and put some more fans in there for ventilation because that thing was getting hot. And it's got an Intel Arc A380. Alright, so back over to here. I was just going to say something I forgot. Let's get this taken care of though. So this one, some of these Dells, it depends on which one you get. They're not all the same, even if they got similar specs. Because look, this Dell's got 3 on the I/O. That's pretty nice. But
This one just has a latch. Some of them got thumb screws you gotta undo. This is just a latch. Do that. Pull that back. Side panel comes off. Now we can see the inside. Also have to take this off. Use 3 tabs for the front panel. This comes off like so. So it's got a spot for a fan in here. And you'll need a fan splitter cable. I gotta find where I put mine. But this is this came out of another older Dell Optiplex. And as you see, it's just got these rubber grommets that slide into place. And it just kind of goes in here like so. And you pull the rubber grommets through. I'm not going to mount that in just yet though. You got to get this out of the way. So this does have a solid state drive, I think 128 gigabyte NVMe. And this has got the disk drive. It's also got a space for expansion, storage expansion if you want to put a hard drive or another SSD in there. And I think, did I already put 16 gigs in here? Yeah, I did. So, okay, so this one I already put 16 gigs in. I mess with these all the time, but so see there, 8 gig stick, slots 2 and 4. Now these Dell Optiplexes usually come with either 2 or 4 slots. This is a more premium Optiplex. This power supply, what is it? I think I said 240 watt. I was gonna find it. 200 watt. It's a 200 watt power supply, so you're not doing much with this, adding in any crazy graphics cards. But this is why right here. I don't know if the cameras can see from that angle. No, I can't. Tilt it up a little bit. This is why you can't put a 2-slot graphics card in here. The graphics card's got to fit in here. For some reason, these Optiplexes, they put the 16 slot on the bottom instead of on the top, like most computers, so it has to fit in this space. Unless you want to get a CPU riser or GPU riser cable, excuse me. But that's just a bit ridiculous. But you can try it. I mean, people have done crazy things with these. This is the SSD right here. That is 128, I believe. Oh, it's 256. 256 gig SSD. So pretty good. So whoever buys this is going to be happy. And then it's got this. Now you can repaste the CPU if you want to. With these were mostly office computers used for, you know, Microsoft Office and not much else. They didn't run very hard. This one was pretty clean when I got it, considering it's 5 years old. At least 5 years old. I usually don't repaste the CPU unless this thing was just a disaster. But you know, I'll check it for thermals and everything, but that wasn't really giving me any issues. So your GPU here. Now we need to undo this thing, pull that off, and then it's got these are breakaway tabs, so just make sure if you pull one of these out, you're ready for it to be gone for good, because they can't put them back in. Dell makes them so they kind of just break as you pull them out. See? Now it's out for good. We'll take our graphics card. We'll mount it in here. How does this go in? Like this, okay. It's above it. Let's get it in there all the way. Am I having trouble? What is this thing? This thing seems to be causing me problems. There we go. And it's in. Snap that back in place. And you see we got a little bit of clearance under here for the fan. Barely any though, so airflow would be a bit of an issue. But let's go ahead and get this other fan in here. These wires out of the way. It's tough to get the fan in place. I have a love-hate relationship with Dells. Is this not the right size fan for this? I don't know what it is. It's just a pain in that. Okay. Get that in. Anyways, the fan goes right here. I'm gonna pause the video while I put that camera in, or put that fan in, so you guys aren't staring at me fighting with it forever. Because Dell just makes it difficult to do things, so you get that done. Alright, got that in place. Little rubber grommets, pain in the butt, but it's in there now. So next, we need to connect the fan, and this only has one fan header for the CPU fan. And just so you know, Dell's pinouts apparently are proprietary, because in another Dell computer, when I put a regular cooler in there, every time you start up the computer, it reads CPU cooler, fan error, something like that. And it has to do with self-test, and you have to bypass it, so it's annoying. But hopefully it doesn't do that with this. If it does, then oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll take our fan splitter cable. And I'll put links to all this stuff in the description below if you're watching this, following along, trying to get it. We'll take one fan, we'll attach it here. We'll take the other fan, we'll attach it here. Bada bing, bada boom. We got a fan, GPU. So we're in business. 16 gigs of RAM. Just kind of tuck these away up here. And along the side. Put this back in. Stuck out there. Alright, we're in business. So let's get this hooked up to the monitor. And we will see what we're working with. So we have to install drivers and everything. But first, we just want to make sure it posts, make sure it works right. Let's do that. Alright, got that all connected. Now, something that's important to note, this does not have Wi-Fi. So I like to buy these little TP-Link Wi-Fi dongles. They don't give ultra-fast Wi-Fi, but they give fast enough Wi-Fi. Again, I'm just building a budget system here. So I'm going to plug that in the back here. And something else important to note, after you add your graphics card, you need to install you need to plug your monitor into the graphics card, not the motherboard. Don't use these anymore, use these. Otherwise, you're not working off your graphics card, and it's just a waste of money. So let's fire it up and see if it works. Alright, we got the fan spinning. Got that fan spinning. We got Dell on the monitor. That's a good sign. Look at that. Boots right up. Bam. So now, we connect to the Wi-Fi. We need to. And we're connected to Wi-Fi. It should automatically download and install the display drivers that it needs. But you're going to have to go on to AMD's website and get the drivers and AMD and Adrenaline, things of that nature. But yeah, that's how you can turn a PC into a cheap gaming PC. I don't have any games installed in here, benchmarks to test. There's a lot of YouTube channels that do that. I like to use Systems Requirements Lab to see what games I can run. You can just Google or search in Google, can I run it? And it'll take you there, and it installs a little thing. Let's do that real quick. See, systemsrequirementslab.com. Can my PC run it? So, what will it run? That's what I like to use, and then it'll tell you everything that your PC, or actually, I'm sorry, that's wrong. That's what will run it. My computer details. So you're gonna have to download a little thing that scans your hardware, tells you what you can do.
the detection application it's called. I don't know if you can see that well from right there. This is probably the best we're gonna get right here. Oh, no, hold on. There we go. Alright. Open file. Install that later. That's because I'm using a Dell mouse and keyboard. It's a Dell PC, so it detects all that. We got a lot of Dell stuff. Not that I'm happy about it, but I also live where Dell started, so there's a lot of Dell stuff here. It's detected. Okay, so see, it's detecting my hardware here. A Core i5 9500. Video card says Fire Pro W2100. I hope that's the same thing. I hope I got the right GPU. I guess I'll find out. I'll have to do some research on that. RAM 16 gigabytes. Okay. Now let's see. Can you run it? Trying to see what games on PC can run. Give me a second. Let me find that list. Okay, there we go. So I'm on the games list. It's gonna give like, you know, the most popular games. So Call of Duty, it does meet minimum requirements. Not recommended. So you're not gonna be playing this at any crazy specs. You know, pretty much every Call of Duty game it can play. If you're trying to play online, it meets minimum and required for some of them. Let's see what else we got. Call of Duty, Battlefield games. Can't play Battlefield. Play Battlefield 4, but it can't play 2042. Battle Royale games. That's what's going to be popular for something like this. If the page wants to load. Okay, Fortnite it can play. Oh, it says it can't play PUBG or Apex. Maybe it's because I need to install the drivers. Because when I check, like, okay, let's go to PUBG. Yeah, I've got to download the... I hope I got the right card. I'm thinking I might have gotten ripped off on this card, but let's find out. I'm going to download GPU-Z and we're going to get to the bottom of this. Alright, so it is an RX 550. It's a Alexa C7, which is the name of the chip from AMD. You look that up, that is a AMD Radeon RX 550. Also known under some other names, depending on what you get it as. It's a GDDR5 with 4 gigs of VRAM. So it is the right card. Systems Requirements Lab's just detecting the wrong stuff. So probably because I need to download some drivers, things of that nature, so I'm just probably gonna have to go do all that. But anyways, got a gaming rig built. I just got to do some updates to it, and everything will be good. But that's I just wanted to show you guys the build process, so hopefully you find that helpful. I got the PC for free. I got the graphics card for $100, and I got the Wi-Fi dongle for like $10. So pretty cheap build. I got the fan for free as well, and both fans are working. So pretty happy with this. I'm going to get it going, and then eventually I'll put it up for sale, and we'll see if anyone's interested. I do have 2 more Optiplexes. If anyone watching is interested, just leave me a comment, shoot me a message, something. But you know, I can even help you build a computer completely free of charge. I don't charge anything to help people out because it's just a hobby of mine. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts, or if you got any useful, helpful info. I appreciate it. But I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Alright, so I just wanted to add this last part in the video. I updated all the drivers, so now Systems Requirements Lab is reading everything correctly. As you can see, you go to the games list, different story now. So that's a lot better. So minimum requirements for all the Battle Royale game, or all the Call of Duties. Let's see if we go to Battle Royale games. Yeah, a lot better. Needs some minimum, not for Hunt Showdown, but most games here. So pretty good. Just make sure you update the drivers. That's it.
Something I'm seeing is really stupid when I go to the recommended. So the system does even meet the recommended settings for a lot of these, but it keeps telling me my graphics driver is out of date, even though I'm using AMD Adrenalin. So, like, yeah, look, what the hell is this? So it meets recommended for most of these games too. Hunt Showdown even, it does meet minimum. It just says graphics driver's out of date. So I don't know what the hell's going on with this website, but yeah, this RX 550 and a 9th gen Intel will work just fine. It's just, website doesn't make any sense. Oh, this is the only one that doesn't meet recommended. It still meets minimum, it's not recommended. So there you go. Anyways, thanks.